to use array in Java. Hi coders, welcome to CS Time channel. In this video, I will talk about how to use single-dimensional array in Java. Stay tuned. Array is a group of similar types of elements that have contiguous memory location. Pay attention to words similar types here, which I bolded. Let's see the visualization example. Suppose I have primitive data type x, y, z, and d. What we call similar type is x and y because x and y hold the same value, which is integer, while z hold different value, it has character, and d also has different value, which is real. Now, how dissimilar type be allocated in memory? Because it is primitive data type, then the allocation in memory might look like the following. The 59 might be here, and then the y may be placed here, and the 87 is inside. Array is different. If we go back to the definition, it says that similar type of element that have contiguous memory location. So, it will place near to each other. 79 may be here, and then 87 next to 79, like this. An array has a name. So here, we can name our array. For example, we name it as scores. An array has index. So an array of size n is indexed from 0 to n minus 1. So we can start the array from 0 up to 9 because we have 10 elements. And it has element, the one inside here, element. This array holds 10 values, which is indexed from 0 to 9. Another way to visualize the array is like this. The index starts from 0 up to 9 here, and then the value here, 79 and 87. Now let's see it one more time. The entire array has a single name. Here we call it as scores. Each value has a numeric index. So start from 0 and then 1 and then 2 and so on. It has also element, the one inside. This is the element 79, 87, 94 and so on. There are two types of array, single dimensional and multidimensional. In this video, our focus is single dimensional array. Using the array, it's easy to retrieve or access the data. Also, sorting and searching the data is more efficient. While disadvantageous, it has fixed size of element in the array. So when your program is running, it's so difficult for you to change the size of the array and difficult in inserting and deleting elements. Array also has inefficient search. Now let's see the declaration, instantiation, as well as initialization of single-dimensional array. Let's see the syntax. You can declare the data type and then what's the name of the array. Or you declare the data type and then the name of the array and then data type and then the name of the array. How to declare it? Say if the data type is integer and then the name of the array, or the integer and then the name of the array, and integer and then the name of the array. How to declare it and instantiate it? You declare the array and then you use new keyword for instantiation and then you tell how many array you will design. And then how to initialize it? You tell the name of the array as well as the index number and then assign the value to that index. The same thing for index number 1 and then tell what's the value of the index and so on. You can also initialize it from user like the following. You declare first. After you declare, you make the looping and then you get the input from the user. Now let's see how to traverse the array or to read the array. Using the previous declaration and instantiation, how to traverse it. Here is the array and we want to read it from index number 0 up to index number 9. So we have to read it from the first index until n. Here, we will need looping. So you can read it like the following, or you can read it like the following. Now let's see it in Java. To convert it to Java programming, I'm using Eclipse as my IDE. To save the time, I already prepared the code, so I will just paste it here. Now let's see the code. First, we instantiate our array. The name of the array is scores. We declare it with integer and we instantiate it. And here I want 5 elements. And then I assign or I initialize the value to score index 0 and then to score index 1 with 87, score index 2 with 94, and so on. Once I have it, now I display it. I display it 5 times. I use variable I using the number of the score we have, which is 5. And then we print it. Let's see the result. Okay, here is the result. It displays 79, 87, 94 here, 82, and 67. Now, how to initialize it from user? And to save the time, I already prepared the program, so I just paste it here. I want to ask the user to enter the value of the array. Then I will need scanner here. To be able to use scanner, I import java.util.scanner. And then I declare my array with name scores, declare it with integer. And then I instantiate it for 5 elements. Because I want the user to enter 5 elements, then I have to do looping 5 times. I started with 0, end up in 4 or x less than 5. And then here is the instruction. Score x, meaning the first looping is going to be score 0. We enter whatever value entered by user, put it there. In the second looping, x will be 1, then my score 1 will be enter whatever value entered by user. Again, in the third looping, the x will be 2, then score 2 will be whatever value entered by user, and so on. Once we are done, then we can display it. An alternative for doing looping 5 times, you can use the score, because the score we already declared it as 5, we instantiated it as 5 element. So the looping will be 5 times here, taking from the scores, and then we display it. Now let's see the result. It asks the first value from user, 79, for example. Second value, I will just make up the number. Now display. So this instruction is to do this, while this instruction is to display the value.
Well, if you learned something from this video, please subscribe and like for more videos. Thanks for watching.